Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 3, class Q. We will presentation about marketing plan from junior education. Next. Before we start, we will introduce our member, Firda Kurnia, NRP 010, Cahya NRP 011, Riedha NRP 012, Radina NRP 023, Galuh Anandata NRP 047, and Omar Chariz NRP 059. Next. The first one, I will information detail about product description. Next. Company profile. PT Junior Education Technology established since 2018 by founder and co-founder. The name is Muhammad Siswan Afandi as a founder and Muhammad Siswan Irfandi as a co-founder. Junior Education is an integrated platform that makes it easy for students to find out and improve their academic abilities, intelligence, and potential interests and talents, so that they are ready to face first exam and enter the universities they dream. The vision is becoming the best platform for higher education and risk preparation, prominent and integrated, and becoming a center for the development of information and communication technology, or ICT, in the sector of global competitive education. The mission is the first one, creating a platform to test and improve academic ability, intelligence, and potential interests and talents of a person. Second is assist and provide add value for institutions or companies in the sector of education with digital technology transformation. Product brand. The brand is company is PT Junior Education Technology. The name of brand is Junior Education. The logo we can see on the website. The shape of logo is like an alphabet Z, which is taken from the word Juniora, and tagline is branding wujudkan mimpi or dare to make dreams come true. Founder of Junior Education, Muhammad Siswan Afandi, wants Junior Education to be a platform for high students to practice and realize their dream. Next. Product description. Junior Education has just released its application. In this application has features that can help high school students to enter PTN. The feature offered include online tryouts, IQ tests, major information about entering PTN, and many others. Besides that, Junior Education also has a website that can be accessed by high school students who have subscribed. Junior Education also provides Telegram group facilities from Junior Education members in the group discussing questions together directly with the founder and co-founder. Next. Feature and advantage. The feature is the first one is Zenito, online tryout to enter campus. Second, Zen IQ. Third, Zen Future. Fourth, Zen Focus, and five, Apple Major. Advantage is all types of exam are available. Responsive exam display, real-time exam result, provide direct description of question and e-report.
The next one is about marketing for high-tech product. Next. This will be present Riedha.
Okay, marketing is well recognized as a critical component of a product's commercial success. High-tech goods are those that fulfill one or more of the following criteria. The first one is regarded as a game-changing breakthrough, a commodity whose use independent on technologies or values that are outside the ordinary consumer's understanding. And the last one is a commodity that requires equipment that is distinct from the rest of the industry in a specific area, which means technology that is only in the laboratories but has yet to be put into practice. Understanding of tech-intensive products or services is becoming more important in the high-tech sector that it is in the consumer goods industry. Now that high-tech products have been classified as a genre, it's critical to consider the distinction between high-tech product marketing and consumer good marketing. A high-tech product or a high-tech product itself is a subset of product that involves the application of modern scientific and technical knowledge for useful purpose and often requires higher R&D investment. Next.
Okay, the next one is about interdisciplinary strategy to market high-tech product. High-tech products are parts of products that involve the application of scientific knowledge or science and technical knowledge or technology to achieve a goal and often require high R&D investment. Interdisciplinary strategy framework is one way that can be used to implement change in strategic and marketing practice that can enable a company to market high-tech product more effectively, and the company can gain a competitive advantage and get good benefits. And then in the interdisciplinary strategy to market heritage product, it is necessary to know how the company needs and how the company can create a good relationship between R&D and marketing activity related to the development of high-tech product. Next will be presented by Galuh.
Specific vs non-specific science marketing. Propose two different strategies to be used in marketing of high-tech product according to the product type and characteristic. First strategy type is called specific science marketing, which is recommended for radical innovation, and the second one is non-specific marketing, recommended for incremental innovation. And then radical innovation blow up the existing system or process and replace it with something entirely new. And then incremental innovation are usually focused on improving an existing product development efficiency, productivity, and competitive differentiation. Marketing and commercialization issues. Commercialization is the process of bringing new product or service to market. The broader act of commercialization entails product, distributor, marketing, sales, customer support, and other key functions critical to achieving the commercial success of the new product or service. Defines marketing as the science and art of exploring, creating, and delivering value is satisfy the needs of a target market as a profit. Marketing identify unfulfilled need and desire. It defines, measure, and quantifies the size of the identified market and the profit potential. It pinpoints which segment the company is capable of serving best, and it designs and promotes the appropriate product and service. Critical factor in marketing a new product include understanding the competition, getting in front of the right customer, a unique selling proposition, test before you leap, public relation and media involvement, and the product life cycle.
And this section is about assessment, technology, versus business and marketing. Before preparing a new innovative technology for market release, it should go through certain assessment. The stages of assessment are technological and marketing with business. And technology assessment can be especially helpful for innovative companies looking to dominate a segment of the device market. By contrast, losing the dominant position in the market can ultimately make a company miss out on significant revenue. And the last is marketing assessment is to determine a company's strength, weakness, and make recommendations on what companies should do in order to best position the brand companies to take advantage of the market and audience. This section is will presentation to AB.
So crossing the charm is defined as the gap between early adopters and early majority, which make up to the start of the mainstreams. The charm represent the gulf between two distinct marketplaces for technology products. There are five buying personalities within each stage. The first one being technology enthusiasts. The second one is early adopters. The third one is early majorities. And the fourth one is late majorities. And the last one is called the skeptics.
Okay, and the next one is about market analysis. Next. First one is about market demographic. Senior education market demographic is a student in senior high school, both boys and girls, in age 17 until 19 years old, who domicile in big city in Indonesia. Second is about market needs. Most of the senior high school students in Indonesia have the interest and desire to continue to university, so that preparation are needed from the start to continue to that level. However, not all students can qualify or enter the desired university in the right time. This is due to several factors, one of which is the lack of preparation of the student. Therefore, it requires more preparation from senior high school students to enter university. Seniora education provides educational service that can help students in senior high school to enter their dream university by providing various training questions and various kinds of tests that can help enter the university. Next. Third is market growth. Every company is always expecting good market growth in each period. Likewise with Zenora, within the next 5 years, accumulation can increase its market growth. As an educational company, Zenora keeps targeting their market growth. That this company can keep growing and always provide the educational needs of Indonesian students. Zenora has its own target of market growth that they monitor each month. Zenora expects a minimum 20% of market growth for their company every single month. Indonesia is also projected to become the top 5 buyers of mobile learning products and services worldwide in the order of China, US, Indonesia, India, and Brazil. This makes Indonesia have market opportunity and positive market growth for all learning companies in the future. Four is about buyer behavior. Seen from the problems that occur that many students who have not been able to enter university, students in senior high school need and like a platform or service that can provide teaching and training related to higher education, entrance examination which are more practical and faster in the learning process, and have defined targets about what they want to achieve. Seniora education provides answers to the problems and desires of these students by providing a platform as a service and training facility to enter public university that have credible, fresh, and updated practice questions with easy to understand and systematic discussion. Next.
Okay, the next one is customer segment. Seniora focus on developing education for SMA or SMK students to prepare themselves for annual UTBK exam. Every year, thousands of students find the best educational training to help them improve their educational knowledge and ability for the UTBK exam. The customer segments of Seniora are categorized into several groups. Seniora focus between age 17 until 19 years old, students from SMA or SMK around Indonesia. Okay, for the competitor, Zenyor has several competitors from all over Indonesia with the same type of goals. Competitors also have the same focus to help the SMA or SMK students to get into their dream college. There are Ruang Guru, Zenius, Kuiper, Pahamify, Education System, Ole, UTBK Masuk Kampus, UTBK Plus, Learn C, and so on. Zenyor could reach the top 3 educational platform that help students all over Indonesia to get into their dream college. Zenora keeps implementing lean and agile methods to help face the competitors. Moreover, Zenora is very open to the new trends and customer input to help Zenora be a better platform. Next. Okay, this is the comparison between Zenora, Zenius, and Kuiper, and with their own menu to help students to reach their dream college. Next. Okay, for collaborator, Zeniora collaborate with TCC ITS, LPP Salman ITB, PT Satu Atap Indonesia, BEM FKU NRI, Student Family Unsud, Inkubator ITS, KSE Udayana, and Alumni Association of SMA Negeri 3 Batu Sangkar. For macroeconomic forces, with its main focus to help SMA or SMK students to get into their dream college, Zeniora can project that the demand in each year can be stable and tends to increase. This is because every year SMA or SMK students in Indonesia will always need educational service that can help them achieve their dream campus. Plus, Indonesia will experience a demographic bonus in the next few years, which means that Zeniora has the opportunity to grow and have more users. This makes one of the promising things for Zeniora to increase its demand. Next.
Next one is about company analysis. Will present by Radina and Galuh.
First is firm background. Seniora itself was actually initiated by the experience by founder Seniora when graduating high school in 2016. Long story short, Irfandi is an accelerated student who failed SNMPTN, SBMPTN, and several other college entrance tests. Whereas at that time, Irfandi also participated in offline bimbel, online bimbel, and still study alone at home. Now the question is, why did it fail? From the passage of time, we finally get the common thread of learning, namely, first, learning alone is not enough. It is also necessary to be supported by the ability on through drilling problems. Second is must have target so that what is done can be focused and according to what is desired. The trigger is to test potential interest and talent. The third is, and lastly, there must also be a platform that supports so that high school friends know where to start and can be consistent. Moreover, the goal is to enter the dream college. Of course, the struggle will be even greater. Aset PT Zeniora Education, tangible asset, two smartphone for admin and PC and laptop for manage website and server. Intangible asset, first is aplikasi Android Zeniora, website Zeniora, brand Zeniora, and Instagram Zeniora.
For this section is about capability. First is soft capability. There is team leadership, teaching skill, and communication. For hard capabilities is UE and or UX designer, data analysis, and work developer. And this one is organization structure on Zeniora. Have a BOD, CEO, CBO, CMO, CTO, and HR. For SWOT analysis, first is strength. Strength organization management has been neatly organized. Quality of question and discussion that are always updated. And discussion with easy to understand step solution method. For the weakness is bugs in the app, branding owned by Zenera is still lacking. And opportunities is the desire of high school students to continue college in increasing. And Indonesians are increasingly concerned about technology and education. For the threat, the number of competitors in education technology are increasingly, and students still lack offline learning.
The next part is about the financials. So up until now, Zeniora's revenue streams are mostly based on their B2C products, which is coming from their sales and services. But as of June 2021, they are planning to add revenues from other business and from selling their services to government. Their earning projection, they target their earnings compounding annual growth rate, or CAGR, to 28 years in every years, with the projection that in 2023 they could reach 15 billions as their earnings. Next. To fulfill and perceive their customer satisfaction, Zenora maintains a few values in their products and services. First is they weighted their tryout exams based on the real exams so that the consumer have a real life experience. The second one is they calculate the test score, and based on their real exams, they constantly updated their tryout sessions and their question discussions with an easy to understand step solution method. And Zenora perceived their qualities by focusing on researching and doing surveys to continue developing their companies and services to maintain the quality of Zenora wants their customer to perceive. Zenora also tries to maintain their customer by being their support system and perceive a personal relationship with each of their customer.
And this section is about segmentation, targeting, and positioning. For segmentation, demographic for demographic is third year of middle school and high school graduate. For it is 14 until 21 years old, a gap year. For behavior is Indonesian student who make prepare for national examination, independent examination, computer-based writing test, SBMPTN test, and CPNS test. For geographic in Indonesia, psychographic in Indonesia, student who likes to study online make preparation for test and practice. For targeting, make service in education based on the CBT system online so that it can be accessed around Indonesia with age 14 until 20 years, which can be accessed simultaneously, such as routine tests. And positioning determined to develop service and collaborate with many parties to achieve their goals, and also will improve the level of education. And this one is about positioning map for Zenora, Zenius, and Kuiper.
The next one is about marketing strategy, will be presented by Riedha.
Okay, for marketing strategy, the first one is positioning. Zenora will always continue to provide educational service in order to help students all around Indonesia throughout their education and to raise educational standards in Indonesia. Zenora also presenting technological innovation in education field for Indonesia to make education more effective and efficient. Second one is product attributes. As an educational focused startup, Zenora offers some kind of test taking for various sorts of tests and questions bank for students that need to hone their academic skills. These question banks and test taking service also follow step-by-step solution discussion. Basically, Zenora offers a digital project of online tryouts. Zenora also provide their users some college and test information for their preparation. By this kind of products, it makes Zenora easier to control their market share. Next. Okay, the next one is distribution. Zenora distribute their products and service through Zenora apps and websites, so it makes their user easier to access their facilities anytime and anywhere. In order to distribute any information that they need to tell their users, Zenora utilize their social media as Instagram to interact with their user. Next. Okay, for promotion strategy, Zenora use three strategies. The first one is viral marketing. Zenora using this marketing strategy like spreading about applying university tips and trial tests so their users will share that information to others and make Zenora goes viral among students that will apply to university. Second one is endorsement. This promotion sometimes used by Zenora with endorse any influencers in accordance with their educational purpose. This technique quite helpful to make Zenora more known in community. For this endorsement, Zenora endorsed Nancy Judge several times ago. For advertisement, Zenora user are students that active on social media. By this, Zenora also use Instagram ads to build brand awareness amongst the students in Indonesia. By Instagram ads, their promotion will be shared widely by Instagram user because its algorithm. Next. Okay, for price, Zeniora offers various kind of price depending on the level of the test that taken. The price that they offer depend on facilities that Zeniora give to their user. Zeniora also provide tryout for elementary students with the cheapest price. For people, Zeniora targeting active students in Indonesia that seeking for additional knowledge and test practice for college preparation. But Zeniora also need a tutor from various educational background that will help their students to discuss and learn about the test they are taken for apply to university. Next.
Next is budgeting and controlling. The first one is financial resource of funds that have been obtained since it was first founded in 2018. Zeniora has been looking for multiple sources of finance. That's because Zeniora is still at the stage of pioneer a startup. Zeniora has used a lot of resources to raise funds. The first one is grant fund. Well, they were being financed by the founder capital. Genera were being brought to the competition such as IET 2018, PBBT 2019, KBMI 2019, and Accelerate 2019. There are Genera gained some funding from Grant Fund. The source of fund from Grant Fund is one of the biggest sources of income for Genera. Second is founder capital. In the first 3 months of established of Genera and was found from the unrest felt by the founder, it used the capital from its founder who dedicate a lot his mind, time, energy, and absolutely money to build Genera. Next. The third is student organization. There are Inilo ITS, Salman IPP, KS Udayana, and KSE Unan. This student organization collaborate with Senior to make a tryout entrance preparation targeting high school students, and the tryout is a series of events from the student organization. To become a Zenera member range from 2,000 rupiahs until 150 rupiahs, depending on the product the member choose. In the Zenera application, Zenera has more than 10,000 active users. And we can see it below. This is a projection, income projection from application. This financial projection is only from application income and member service, not included in other such often. Next.
Okay, this is financial resource for gather the fund. Next. This is about controlling. Zeniora always conduct research and development for the service they provide, and Zeniora conducts research or monitoring through review or feedback provided by its consumer. And with the controlling process that is always carried out by Zeniora, its business activity can take place dynamically and can always have more value or positive image in the eyes of its customer. Next.
From Zeniora's marketing plan, which provide online education services for high school students to be ready for their entrance to university, they had a main vision to be the best leading and integrated university education preparation platform and become the center of the development of information and communication technology in the field of education that is globally competitive. Next. Research plan and marketing strategies from PT Senior Education can be reference used by company managers in meetings they needs to target the consumers. This research contains analysis of reliable information both in marketing theory and related to the company's information because it is obtained from trusted services. Therefore, this research can help in understanding in the marketing plan of PT Senior Education. We hope that this result of this research will produce valid and clear information about the product as well as this disseminate the senior application to wider community and help the company to reach a wider target market. Thank you for listening. Think that is our presentation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.